Hey everyone, Techne here with another Techne Talk. Sorry it's been so long since I've gotten to one of these. You know, I absolutely love doing these, but between me being sick and then again keeping up with product releases, it's been kind of hard, kind of juggling it all. But anyways, I wanted to bring this one. This one's been on my mind for quite a while here. Actually, you can go to my channel and see where it initially sparked from. And I've kind of covered this already, but it's not going to be the same type of deal with the Razer Orochi. When I kind of stated, I think it's a little overpriced, you know. And then I also made up a follow-up video talking about budget or valued. I called it valued wireless gaming mice, showing it compared up to other, right? So we touched on it right there, but that's not the main goal. We're not sitting here talking about just the Orochi again, right? We're talking about peripherals in general. Me being a reviewer, a consumer, you guys being maybe a reviewer, and obviously consumer too. We're all consumers here, right? So again, I'm just trying to pull up my other video here. But again, we're not just talking about mice in general. We're talking keyboards, and then we're talking headsets as well. But what I want to focus on is, again, that value. What is the right price for a peripheral, a headset, a keyboard, or a mouse? You know what I mean? What makes it a value, a true value, or a good purchase, right? What makes that decision? And again, kind of starting it off, let me go on and turn that off there. So here's my other video. Yeah, it was budget wireless gaming mice of 2021. Why is all these videos turning on? But anyways, so again, if you weren't for that one, it was the Orochi with this mouse that came in at 70 bucks when I talked about that. And there were some, so I did this video, then my follow-up video about budget, kind of talking about it. And then there were a few other follow-up videos by some friends, other YouTuber friends. So, and I'm hearing people say it's dividing the community. I don't think any of this is divide. This is straight conversation. You know what I mean? And I love the talk, and I think it's got to be sparked. You know what I mean? Value between anything. Again, custom keyboards or mice, whatever, you know. But again, with the Orochi being 70 bucks, how I stated, like, well, the guitar's 40 bucks, and it has all the same features, you know. So it's kind of like, again, Model O wireless is $10 more. You don't have Bluetooth on it actually, though. So I guess the Model O wireless is kind of off there, you know. But the guitar is the great comparison. What's the difference? It doesn't have PTFE feet, and it's half the price. Like, I think, and again, that's kind of where I'm rolling into this, talking about, I recently did that video talking about gaming headsets versus headphones, right? And you can take this multiple ways. Some people will say, oh, well, just go buy the Philips SPH, whatever. You know, I review those for good headphones. Great, no, but good for the money for sure. But again, we can go the other route, like, again, with me with the Meze 99s and then the SteelSeries Arctics Pros. Maybe say if we went SteelSeries Arctics 9, the Arctics Pros, you're talking 300 to 300 here, so that's maybe not be a good comparison. But again, if you're talking like a gaming headset for 100 bucks compared to a $300 pair of headphones, the 99 Classics right here, you know, does it justify it? What justifies it? Give me a second. Ooh, my throat is still so sore, you know? And again, that's kind of my point right here. And even more important as a reviewer, as I stated in some of my other videos, right? Us as reviewers, me as a reviewer, these companies, they'll send us $200, $300 keyboards, headsets, $500, you know what I mean? They're going to be great. That is our great, but is that where we're capping out now? Is that what is the consumer, right? The product, that consumer product right there? I personally don't think so. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, again, same with keyboards, custom keyboards. You talk, I mean, I don't have anything overboard, but I believe this drop alt, I added the foam, some keycaps, lubed my switches and everything. So I think all in all, this board came out to like $3 and some change, maybe $350. That's an expensive keyboard. That's expensive in my eyes, right? I got a Maya Pro right here. I got some other keycaps on it, but you're talking 115 bucks maybe. I think that's a value. I do. And again, you kind of compare the two there, the two here. And again, back to the Orochi, right? With that being 70, this being 40, what it boils down to, I think, comparing it all is, and we see this a lot in peripheral space, right? Gaming space these days, a lot more now is communities, elitist, you know what I mean? Not just fans, not just gamers, but like again, the part of these community, the mouse community, the keyboard community, right? The audiophile community. And I take a lot of pride. I don't consider myself part of any of those communities. I really don't. You know what I mean? I'm a community of gamers and nerds, tech nerds, right? As corny as it sounds, that's pretty much what it is. I love keyboards, headset, and mice. I love headsets the best, but that's besides the point. But again, we gotta, I think, even as that, like when you get into the community, you start separating yourself from the consumer and the gamer because you're like you go to Best Buy, you see these next to each other, right? You see them sitting right on the shelf. You see $40, you see $70, you see wireless, you see Bluetooth, you see they both use batteries. What is more than likely the consumer going to pick up? Honestly, answer that question. Probably the guitar, right? That's the way I look at it. As again, based like that. Yeah, there's going to be elitist or top tier products, which I'd put the Orochi above the guitar as far as specs, again, with the battery placement, the PTFE feet, the lightweight, yada, 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 all that stuff. Sure. But again, as average consumer, you got to cap ourselves there. And it's real hard as a reviewer. I've been in that place before, right? Like, take the laptop video I recently reviewed, the Razer one. It was a Razer Blade 15. The thing was like $3,000. The thing was a stinking tank. It was awesome. But is that going to be my level of what the consumer should buy now? I love this laptop that I'm on right here. This Lenovo thing's $500, you know what I mean? Maybe 550, something like that. 16 gigabytes of RAM. I go on and on. It's a stinking tank. I got a little touch pen. I can feel fancy with this thing. I love that. And again, we're going into a different class right there, but talking peripherals in general, number one, as a reviewer, you got to stay level-headed with the consumer and the gamer. You know what I mean? There's going to be great expensive products. There's going to be. Right? But that's not the norm. We can't let that be the norm, right? Then you're just disconnecting, I think. Like me with headsets, like I love these. I love my Arctis Pros. But like I state to people, when people ask, should I get the Arctis Pros? I break it down. Is that what you're looking for? Do you need that stuff in it? Do you need those features? Do you need that Bluetooth in it? Do you need that interchangeable battery? Do you need wireless? That's the way I break it down for consumers, right? And I say, if you don't need it, spend $100 and get yourself the Arctis 7s, and then you'll be perfectly fine right there if you don't need those features. Same going with like the Orochi, the guitar, right? Do you need that balance? Do you need that little bit lighter weight? If not, it's like, that's where you got to put it. Same with keyboards here. Do you need loop switches? Do you need aluminum body? And so the 2 or 3 things, kind of off track here a little bit, that I wanted to really kind of point out is, number one, stay level-headed as consumer. Don't become elitist. Don't become a peripheral snob, right? Your keyboard's better than this because I ain't here. You know what I mean? I'm using headphones instead of a headset. You know what I mean? So, like, it's not what you have, it's how you use it, right? Sure, we've all heard that before, maybe in different situations. But again, we got to stay level-headed as consumers and be right there as, man, that's still a good product. That's a good product right there. And then what is justifying that price? And when we wrap this all up, that's kind of what we're talking about. What's justifying that price of that peripheral? $150 G Pro Superlight, right? $70 Orochi, the $350 drop keyboard I have here. What is justifying that price? Is that what you want? That's nice. That's nice. This is heavy. This is solid. The software stinks. It's horrible. I can't stand the software in it. Is that worth $350? I'd tell you all day long, go spend $115 and get a Maya Pro. That's what I would do. Buy 2 Maya Pros instead of one of those, is what I would say. You know what I mean? Talking about the Orochi, the thing that's kind of sparked this whole conversation up, is, would I recommend this at $70 over the guitar? Pending shape. It all boils down to shape. Is that what you want as far as shape? I'd say spend $10, $20 more and get the Viper Ultimate or the Model O Wireless, me personally. Unless you need Bluetooth, then we're in a different conversation. Do you need that Bluetooth? Are you going to use the Bluetooth? Is it going to justify at that price then? So we can also compile it up and say, what justifies the price is what do you like? is that perfect shape? Is that perfect headphone for you or headset? You're going to be the one to justify it. And that's truly, at the end of the day, that's what justifies the price, not me as a reviewer telling you or some flashy company commercial saying it's the new best thing that's been released. My throat. So I think that's what we all kind of need to realize. Like, even us as reviewers, I can recommend something. Heck, even let's talk Maya Pro. I recommend it left and right. Maybe that's not a value to you. Maybe that $50 Keychron C1 that we recently reviewed is a value. It is a stinking value. It really is. You know what I mean? So we can even go back that further, right? Where I'm saying this is a great deal. But wait a minute, we got the Keychron C1 TKL that's almost packing the same features, if not more, than the Maya Pro for half the price. So where does it go? It's a hard conversation. It really is. I think every reviewer, every person is going to have a different look at it, a different take at it. You know what I mean? A different take about it there. It's just like buying a house, buying a car. Speaking of that, some people, myself, got called out saying, in one of the videos about it, talking about budget and value. And that's kind of what got to me. It's like questioning me about budget and value. I'm not bragging. I'm not boasting here. I'm not putting myself on a pedestal, so don't take it like that. I know a lot of people will, right? I've worked very hard. My brand new house is paid off. This is my 4th paid off house, maybe 3rd paid off house, somewhere around there. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, is your budget in the right place? Like, what is budget to you? Are you telling me the Orochi is a great value at this and you're still living with your parents? I don't know. Maybe people's budgets are a little bit different. Again, I'm not boasting or bragging here. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe people's got different budgets, and it's, maybe you're stacked and you're living with your parents or something. Your parents are buying your stuff for you or something like that. You got no rent. You got to pay no bills. Again, it's real wishy-washy out there. So again, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, even me, my opinion on value could be completely different than yours. I can say, again, the Arctic Pro's $350 headset or whatever is totally worth it. I love them. I recommend them constantly. You're over there like, no way, man. Never. I'll never spend $350 on a headset like that. You know what I mean? So again, I don't think it's divide. I've been hearing people saying divide and people getting real snooty and snotty about it. Let's be real, guys. We got to be real and again, be gamers and consumers first off right here. And again, you got to compare it apples to apples. What is it? What do we have here compared to that? What do we have compared to on the market, right? Over in different areas. And there's always going to be competition. Competition's great. It's awesome. That's what gives us so many different products at great values and prices, whether it be high, low, and features and whatnot. It's awesome. It really is. And that's why I sparked this. Again, it's been on my mind since that last video, the first video about the Orochi, then the second one I followed up, and after that second one, again, some other videos and comments have spiraled after those, some similar videos after my video, which that's the one I kind of really just pushed it over. Like, all right, I need to make this video, and I need to stop thinking about the video and make it, So again, it's just a conversation piece. I don't think it's causing divide or hate or whatever out there. Again, at the end of the day, I guess everybody's budget's different. I'd rather pay off my house, you know what I mean, and live comfortably than raising my standard of budget for a gaming mouse or keyboard. But hey, everybody's priorities are different, I guess, So I guess at the end of the day, there's many different ways we can take it. I'd love to hear how you take it, what you think. What is a good value for a product, right? As far as a headset, a keyboard, or a mouse. Heck, maybe a phone, like $1,000 for a phone. Crazy. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's nuts right there. You know what I mean? So again, it's an awesome topic. It really is, especially being a reviewer. Because a lot of times in my videos also, I ask you guys, I said, hey man, is this a good value? Because sometimes I'm lost, and I get kind of confused out there. It's a great product, but is it worth the money? That's got to be up to the person watching the video or at the store buying the product. The house, the car, the mouse, the keyboard, the headset, whatever it may be. That's got to be up to that, I think, individual person. But again, you also, while you're looking at that and we're talking about it, we can't forget to compare apples to apples. What do we have? Features, functions, build, and compare it and compile it. You know what I mean? So I can sit here and go on and on about this. It's an awesome conversation. And I hope you guys spark it right down below as well. Again, this is just one of those old Techne Talks. I love just chatting about this stuff. I think about products, peripherals, and just gaming all the time. And I just love sharing these conversations with you. So again, don't take it as anything negative or whatever. It's just, again, straight up coffee shop conversation, or water for my ever so raspy voice right here. I don't know when this is going to go away, but anyways, thank you so much for sticking by. And hold on. Oh, there we go. Whew. It's bad, man. It's real bad. But again, thank you so much for sticking by and watching this. I love doing these Techne Talks, and I plan on doing many more of them. I really do. By the way, all the equipment I'm going to be using for these Techne Talks, I'll be leaving right down in the description for you as well. So if you like the mic or the camera or the lighting, whatever it may be. Again, I want to work on the setup here and just kind of make it a little bit more interactive. So many more to come. We also have some exciting guests coming up in some future Techne Talks as well in the works. So that's going to be real fun as well. But again, thank you so much for stopping by, and please do talk down in the comments. This is not just to try to make the video blow up, like comments so it goes with the algorithm. I just want to talk with you guys and have that serious conversation down below. What do you think? What makes it the right value? How does it make it a value for you? That's all I want to hear. But anyways, again, thank you so much. Hope to catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye now.